And welcome back to Winning Hearts, the Wrestling Otome. I think we were on our way to see Slip. So, on our way back to my flat, I drive past the Cavern Club, the famous nightclub that was the birthplace of the Beatles. All year round, fans from around the world travel there to take part in International Beatle Week. Thankfully, it isn't anywhere near close to August, so the streets aren't jam-packed with cars trying to find parking or drunk fans who sing Strawberry Fields Forever horrendously off-key. If things go well with Slip, I might stop by there with Jenna later on for some drinks. When I arrive back at my flat, Newton is sitting comfortably on the couch watching Netflix. You finally figured out how to work the TV? Yep, I found the instructions in between your couch cushions. Oh, wait, huh. So that's where that went. How was your trip to Sefton? Did you miss me? Pretty good. I talked to Zorro while I was at the park, actually. I take it by your lack of an answer that you missed me incredibly, but you just don't want to admit it. I glared daggers at Newton. You were saying? He's in. Excellent. Now all you have to do is randomly bump into Banana Man and you'll be all good to go. I don't really like the idea of going all around Liverpool try and find Slip. Even making to Zorro at Sefton was just a funny coincidence. Anyway, do you know how long it would take to explore all of Liverpool just to find one person? No. Of course you don't. Maybe you could visit him. But I have no clue where he lives. Do you know anyone who might? Think about it for a second. When the company is close to the wrestlers and could know everyone about that. Think about them. Jenna. My best friend. You said Zachary on her podcast before, so she must have some way to contact him. Or get the information out of her then. Bestie. I pull my phone out of my pocket at lightning speed and immediately call Jenna. Newton slides up next to me, staring at the phone screen as we both wait anxiously for her to pick up. Amy, how'd your meeting with Ronnie go? Jenna's chipper tune pleasantly rings through my phone. It went as well as you'd expect. Anyway, never mind that. Do you have Zachary's number? Which one? Zachary Gowan? Zach Zodiac? Yes. No. Zachary wins? Zachary... Jesus, how many Zacharys are there in the wrestling industry? Our Zachary, the Slip. I cut Jenna off before she can list the rest of the Zacharys. Oh, him? Yeah, I have his number. What's so important that you need to contact him for, Amy? You know that Ronnie doesn't want the writers getting personal with any of the talent? Oh, what a sod. British slang used to describe someone who is obnoxious. Ronnie is very much a sod. Yes. Do you promise to keep this a secret? Amy, what are you planning? I'm going to go back behind Ronnie's back and improve the storyline. Change up Zorro's and Slip's characters, the whole 9 yards. You brave soul. I knew you had it. I knew you had that fighting spirit. I'll text you Zachary's number after this call. Thanks, Jenna. You're a lifesaver. Anytime, Amy. Talk to you later, okay? She hangs up. Immediately, I get a text with Slip's number. I call him up. Unknown number. Hello, the owner of XXX cannot come to the phone right now. Please leave a message after the beep. Hi, it's Amy. You know, one of the writers from NGW. Anyways, I was wondering if I could talk to you about work. Call me back and let me know. End the call and sigh. Hey, looks like we have to play the waiting game. That's the worst game ever. I hate waiting. Both Newton and I jump when the phone rings. Christ, woman, why is your phone so loud? I pick up the phone. Hello? Hey, I'm willing to talk to you, but I really need you to do me a favor. Oh, what's that? Very important parcel waiting for you at the post office. Do you mind picking it up from there? I'll send you the address. Why can't he pick it up himself? Oh, well, picking up a parcel is all I have to do to get Zachary to talk to me, then I'll do it. Sure. Thanks, pal. I'll see you in a bit. What? Before I can even say goodbye, Zachary hangs up, leaving me confused and at a loss for words. A little rude, don't you think? I let out a small sigh. Well, okay then. I guess I'm a postwoman today. On the bright side, if things go south, I could be your new job if you manage to deliver his parcel without any issues. It can be your reference. The urge to punch him is so damn high right now. What? What's with the look? I'm only giving you an idea. Anyway, let me go pick up that parcel of his now. You stay here and be a good little wrestling title, okay? I'm not a child or a pet. No need to talk down to me like I am one. Ah, because you're just so mature. You're damn right I am, mate. Need to get out of here before I punch Newton. I'm leaving now. Bye. Bye! Zachary's flat is near the West Derby Golf Club, so I drive as quickly as possible through the area so none of the rich snobs see my low-life-looking car. When I arrive, much like the golf club, the building is resplendent. Jesus, just how much more do these wrestlers get paid than I do to afford places like this? After spending some time questioning the wage gap between wrestlers and the creative team, I exit my car and head into the building, then up to the fourth floor in search of Zachary's place. 43, 44, 45, 46. Dun, dun. I knock lightly on the door and quietly wait for Zachary to answer. And wait. And wait. I knock again, louder this time. Oh no, she's here. Is everything in place? What? Is everything in place? Am I gonna walk into at my mansion alone trap? Zachary, is that you? Everything okay? Yes, everything is perfect. Just give me a sec. She's stumped behind the door. Getting louder and closer. Then finally the door opens. Zachary greets me with a wide smile, which perfectly matches his obnoxiously bright yellow suit. Sorry for the wait. I don't have many people come over, so I wanted to make sure everything was in place. It's fine, Zachary. I'm not Ronnie, so don't need to impress me. Zachary's shoulders loosen a bit. Ah. You have the parcel? I wave it around. Excellent. Come on in. Zachary takes the parcel from me and moves aside. When I walk in, I see... nothing but bananas. Phoenix, right? What the hell? Did I just step into the Twilight Zone? A messed up version of Pee-wee's Playhouse? If so, I should prepare myself with that bright yellow banana armchair to start talking to me. The digital... that would not be the first thing that would not be the first unexpected thing that started talking to you today. The digital clock on its wall is in the shape of a banana. His curtains, which I am sure passerby notice, are mint green and patterned with tiny bananas. Everything is banana-themed. Even has a strange picture of a white cat mascot thing holding a banana. Where did you get all this stuff, Zachary? Oh gosh, where do I start? I got the couch and the chair commissioned. Would you believe that it's actually super hard to find a good store that allows for commissioned furniture? I didn't think you could actually get furniture commissioned. I just got everything from a department store. My curtains were from Netsy. I highly recommend shopping there. Everything you could ever dream of is on Netsy. That clock, I actually got that from a second-hand shop. Isn't my place just amazing? We're in the banana zone. Amazing? Yeah, it's amazing that someone would decorate their flat like this, but amazing looking? No, not by a long shot. We're reaching the banana singularity. Should I just agree with them or stay silent? Mom always told me that lying is the worst thing you can do. Then again, it might be awkward if I don't say anything. Stay silent. I couldn't lie to the poor guy, so I decided to stay silent. And I've heard of guys staying in Kayfabe, committing the act. Oh. There's a lot to say about Kayfabe. Kayfabe is when wrestlers keep up the facade that professional wrestling is real. In the 80s and 90s, you could see many wrestlers stay in character in public to keep up appearances. However, an incident called the Madison Square Garden incident, where 4 wrestlers, 2 of them heels and the other 2 faces, hugged at a house show, a non-televised event. This was because 2 of the wrestlers were leaving their promotion. All 4 men involved were friends in real life, but fans didn't know that. Seeing them all hug broke kayfabe, broke the facade. Yeah, yes. The curtain call was called. The curtain call because it was essentially Scott Hall and Kevin Nash's last show with the company before leaving to go to WCW. And realistically, have on a house show, they could live with that as while they lived under the philosophy that anything can happen at house shows. House shows were generally their own little world outside of television. But the curtain call incident really started to snowball, I believe, when fan camera footage started showing up online and spreading. That's when things started to snowball. That's when the hammer started to come down on the people involved. It's definitely not the earliest incident of kayfabe breaking, but probably the most famous, and the incident that had the lasting effect, possibly one of the biggest snowball effects of the downfall of kayfabe. Because Scott Hall and Kevin Nash leave the WWF, go to WCW. They have this the curtain call getting out there, and then next thing you know, they're brought in as the outsiders to WCW. This invading force from WWF. And then you have the third man angle. 6-man tag at Bash at the Beach. Third man comes out. Hulk Hogan comes out. Whose side is he on? Hulk Hogan drops the leg on Randy Savage. The next thing you know, the New World Order is born. And with the New World Order in WCW, that's the death knell. That's the death knell of kayfabe. That running wild, everything became real, so to speak. That's the true death knell of kayfabe there. You could trace that back to the curtain call incident, but not the first incident of kayfabe breaking, but the biggest, the most famous, and the one with the biggest lasting consequences. I say not the first. I remember there was one in the older days, like in the true old school days of kayfabe. Like your heels and your faces, you were not seen in You were not to be seen in public together, interacting together, because if you're the bad guys, you're the good guys. You can't just be seen palling around, grilling hot dogs, eating at McDonald's together, riding the same car together. That broke the illusion. If your heels and faces were even riding in the same car together. Just the incident I remember historically. This was before my time, but just it was like 1987. That was well before my time. It's Hacksaw Jim Duggan and the Iron Sheik. We're riding the same car. Sheiky Baby, obviously a heel. Jim Duggan, obviously a babyface. So they were pulled over by police for speeding, I believe. Found drugs in the car. They were arrested. And that made the news because a heel and a face were riding in the same car together to a wrestling event. That breaks kayfabe even back then. It's something that simple broke the illusion back then. Wrestling is wild. Anyways, I'm getting utterly distracted. These days, no one tries to pretend wrestling is real. Wrestlers are no longer forced to act like their in-ring personas. Some in the industry do keep up the act on Twitter, posting tweets in character, but that's about it. Wonder why Zachary is keeping up kayfabe. That's a very important part of his character. Zachary, given that this is his first big break, it's very clear that he's trying to stay in Ronnie's good graces by keeping up kayfabe and staying in this really awful character that Ronnie has given him. Giving it socks, giving it his all, hoping that something good will come out of it down the line if he does the best with the awful material he's been given. You could even argue that Zorro stays in kayfabe since he's always wearing his mask, but this is going too far. This is well and truly different from a luchador keeping his mask on. That's just lucha libre. This is embracing kayfabe to an uncomfortable degree. Kayfabe shouldn't consume your everyday life. That's unhealthy, and at some point you'll lose sight of the real you. Right? 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 I can see a bead of sweat drip down Zachary's forehead. He coughs. Anyway, thanks again for picking up my parcel. I really needed it. He rips open the parcel to reveal a banana phone case. Oh my god. This man has a problem. Puts it on his phone with ease. He smiles. Perfect fit. Anyway, you wanted to chat about work, right? I nodded eagerly. You'll take a seat on the banana-shaped couch. God, I can't believe I just thought that. How could someone live like this? Focus. Where do I start? They should ease into me wanting to change up their storyline. Yeah, that sounds good. How is your relationship with Zorro? I think we're fine. I mean, he hasn't socked me for real in the ring yet, so I consider that an accomplishment. Wait, why would Zorro want to hurt Zachary for real? As far as I know, Zachary isn't a jerk. Why would he want to hurt you? Unfortunately, Zorro and I don't interact much outside of work, if that's what you're wondering. We're strictly colleagues, and that's it. Do you have any other questions regarding work? Well, there goes that line of question. Maybe I could ask him about why he thinks Zorro might punch him in the face later. How do you feel about your work? Like, your gimmick? That got a reaction. For a moment, there's a sad look on his face. However, just as quickly as it appeared, the frown changes to a smile. Just like yesterday when I saw him backstage. So maybe what I saw then wasn't just my imagination. Are you okay? Me? Psh, I'm terrific. Just absolutely, positively terrific. 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 I see him gritting his teeth a little bit. Are you sure? You're starting to sound like my therapist. Yeah, I'm 1000% sure. Better not to push it for now. This guy deserves his privacy, and I don't want him to force me to tell him something he isn't comfortable revealing. Though that doesn't take away from the fact that I'm concerned for him. Okay. Anyway, back to the question. I think the banana gimmick is great. There's nothing wrong about it whatsoever. He lied. Really? Yeah. I mean, the banana gimmick is the best thing that's ever happened to me. After all, I'm a huge banana lover. I love bananas so much that I'm allergic to them. Guess my body can't handle my love of bananas, eh? Why are you asking me if I love my banana? If I love my gimmick anyway? Well, I lay back on the couch. Wow, this thing is surprisingly comfortable. It's like laying on a cloud. I was thinking of changing up your and Zorro's storyline. Personally, I think it would be best if we changed your gimmick to something more appealing. Yes, something more appealing. Is this something Ronnie wants to do? No way the booker would tell us this kind of stuff. Nope, not at all. I'm actually going behind his back to do all this. Zachary rubs the back of his neck. I don't know, Amy. One, that's risky to go behind his boss like that. Two, I kinda like my gimmick. I had to be honest. Wait, you do? Of course. He's gritting his teeth again. You should stop doing that or else he's gonna wind up a dentist. Slip, I hate to tell you this, but the fans feel the opposite way. It's not resonating with him at all. Someone could change your gimmick into something that's more you. What do you mean? This gimmick is me. I mean, take a look around my flat. Yellow everything. Bananas everywhere. I'm a huge banana lover. Bananas so much that I'm allergic to them. Guess my body can't handle my love of bananas. Do you honestly think that this? Look around the room. Is the best for you and your career? Sure. The fans might not like it, but Ronnie promises me that this is normal. Just have to get the fans to like me. Yeah, it's a struggle, but struggle builds character. It's ridiculous. Ronnie's really setting this guy up to fail. Zachary, you need to listen to me. Listen, I have some stuff to take care of. I'm all in for whatever ideas you have planned. I want to keep the banana gimmick, though. After all, Ronnie believes this gimmick will get me over. If I end up changing it behind his back, no less, then I'll look like a jerk. But I'm completely open to other suggestions, especially if it'll help my gimmick win over the crowd. There's no way that'll happen. Not even if Midas could turn this into gold. Zachary? Seriously, Amy, I gotta make some banana cream pie for dinner. And oh man, making that stuff fresh takes an incredibly long time. You said you were allergic to bananas. Zachary pushes me towards the door. As I said, struggle builds character. Plus, the reaction isn't too bad. I just get a very bad rash. Thanks again for picking up my stuff. I appreciate it. Yeah, no problem. Waves his phone around. Let me know when you want to meet up to discuss things again. Of course. See you later, Zachary. See ya, Amy. When I get back into my car, I reflect on what just happened. A surge of anxiety and frustration fills up inside me. That's not how I wanted to slip on board. How am I supposed to improve a gimmick that's doomed to fail? Can't just improve one guy's gimmick and not the other. What am I gonna do? What am I gonna do? Welcome back, my dear friend. What a point for the demo to stop at, huh? You wonder why demos always stop when things get serious. Why can't a demo ever end on a good note? How did you enjoy the demo? Was it good? Bad? 5 stars out of 5? 6 stars in the Tokyo Dome? How'd you feel at the demo? You can be honest. The dev won't know. 5 stars out of 5. That's awesome. I'm glad. Well, we were all glad you loved the game so much. We got a ton to look forward to in the full game. So what can you expect in the full game? A lot more words. The creator isn't sure yet how many words the full version of the game will have. But you can trust me when I say that there will be a ton of more words. There will also be more in-ring action, trash talking, and multiple endings. Oh, there will also be achievements for the Steam version of the game. Ooh, achievements. Finally, you'll be able to date one of the 4 romance options. Jenna, aka me, Newton, Zachary, and Zorro. Now, you may be wondering, Jenna, isn't this game called Winning Hearts, Wrestling Otome? Don't Otome games only have straight MC and male love interests? Normally, yes. However, there isn't anything wrong with having a bisexual lead or a female love interest. Damn right, there's absolutely nothing wrong with that. If having a bisexual main character and a female love interest in your Otome game bothers you for some reason, well, I can't help you there. Those who don't care are excited for the chance to date a female in an Otome game. Awesome. Well, that's all I have to say. I gotta get back to my podcast. That sponsorship money doesn't grow on trees. Thank you all for playing the demo for Winning Hearts, Wrestling Otome. I hope to see you again soon. Oh, that was cute. Yeah. This is either a but thou must choice or a early bad ending. I shake my head violently. No, I can't. Wait, what? Why not? Newton, if I go through with your plan, not only will I lose my job, but word will get around about how I went behind my boss's back. No one will want to hire someone like me. How do you know that will happen? How do you know that you'll get fired or you'll never be hired in another wrestling promotion? You'd have turned this thing around. Every single wrestling promotion will want you on their team. But how do you know that won't happen? Isn't life about taking chances or something? As if a Tall Gang Wrestling Championship title would know anything about taking chances. He doesn't seem to understand what will happen to me if things go south. It makes me wonder, does he even care about what will happen to me? Is he more fixated on making sure his reputation as a title doesn't get tarnished because of this feud? Well, you're not the one taking chances here. I am. But just stop, Newton. Your stupid title doesn't understand a damn thing. Freezes and stares at me as if he couldn't believe what he just heard. Stupid, huh? His bitter tone makes me want to take back those hurtful words I uttered only moments ago. I just met this guy, and here I am, insulting and yelling at him. He's only trying to give me some advice. He's only trying to help. It's true that he doesn't understand the gravity of the situation, but how could he? He's inhuman. How does he understand the consequences of following through with his plan? It goes beyond just getting fired. I could kiss my chances of working for any other promotion goodbye. I want to apologize, but my brain is so jumbled that one doesn't come to mind. The words I want to say are scattered about with everything else I'm worried about. Ronnie, Zorro, Slip. The list just goes on. You know, it's not every day an object like me comes around and starts offering advice to you. You don't want my advice? Fine. Don't come crying to me later when fans continue to complain and those wrestlers' careers get ruined beyond repair. Oh, shit. Newton hops off the couch and rushes toward the bathroom. I can hear the door close softly, but I assume that's Newton slamming a door. Oh, shit. It's a bad thing. A few grueling days pass since that argument with Newton, but he and I don't say another one to each other. I tried to go talk to him later that night. He wouldn't answer me. Instead, he laid on the marble floor, flowing in the bathroom like a normal championship title. First, I thought he was just giving me the silent treatment. From the short time I knew Newton, I was able to surmise that he couldn't stay quiet for long. It just didn't fit with his personality. As I worked, I would glance at him every so often, thinking I heard a peep come out of him. Always could be some noise from this old place. Work continues like always. I end up running the promo scripts at the last minute without putting any real thought. Ronnie grins when he looks at my work. On the other hand, Zorro and Slip aren't nearly so excited. Zorro doesn't say a word, but his frown says it all. Slip, on the other hand, forces a smile. The two went to cut out their promos. Their delivery was uninspired. Not that I blamed them, of course. It was complete shite. Better watch out, Zorro, or else I'm gonna split you in half. Split notably winces once those words left his mouth. The audience's boos only make it worse. After that horrible pun, Zorro starts wailing on Slip. The fight had to be broken up by 12 referees. Jesus. It was an awful segment, to say the least. The audience, if you can even call 10 people an audience, hated it. Feedback we got online immediately after the promo was so much worse. Fire Russo! Fire Russo! Most of the hate was directed towards Slip. Comments ranged from big yikes to this kid needs to quit already. He was awful in the indies and somehow managed to be even worse on NGW. What a joke! Well, an hour after that promo, I remember seeing Slip sitting in an isolated corner of the backstage area. He was crouched down, with his face in his hands. He was shaking. Oh, this is depressing! A week later, we got the championship match. Zorro was crowned the new NGW champion. Oh, geez. A day after their match, Slip was released, which wasn't surprising, but it doesn't make it any less heartbreaking. I heard that Slip accepted it with grace. Rumors are that he blamed himself for not making the gimmick work as Ronnie had envisioned it. Despite Zorro's championship win, it wasn't enough to win over the crowd. Every time he came out, there was no reaction from the crowd. If he had an actual character for people to root for, the crowd would be singing a different tune. As a result, Zorro soon faded into obscurity. As for me, well, I left. Except for the title match, it became mentally draining to walk into work. I lost my smile. I lost my passion for something I used to love. When I gave Ronnie my 2 weeks, he seemed shocked. When he asked me why, the voice in my head yelled at me to say it was because of him. Because of him that my love for both creative writing and wrestling died. But I didn't. Instead, I told him that I didn't feel up to the job anymore. I stumbled throughout my conversation with him, constantly mispronouncing every other word. All the while, I held back the screaming voice in my head that told me all this was stupid, that I should have been upfront with my feelings. Ronnie didn't know what to say. He got up from his chair and wrapped me in a tight embrace. I raised my shaky arms and hugged him back. He patted me on the back and wished me luck on my future endeavors. It's been a few weeks since then, and I recently got a job as a bartender at Peter Kavanaugh's pub. Thanks to Jenna's connections through a sponsorship on one of her podcasts. It's okay, I guess. It pays the bills. Every day the pub's television would get changed to the sports channel. Patrons would cheer and boo whatever team was playing. Fights would occasionally break out because someone dared say that another customer's team sucked. One night, as I hurriedly tried to take orders and mix drinks for customers, I remember hearing a customer go, "What? NGW's going out of business?" I dropped what I was doing and turned my full attention to the television screen. Displayed in the lower third of the screen were the words Liverpool Wrestling Promotion, Next Generation Wrestling, closing down. The entire roster and crew were out of a job. Wonder if I had listened to Newton, could I have prevented all of this? I could have saved Slip and Zorro's careers. Maybe Ronnie would finally see the light and realize how shitty his ideas were. However, that's all I can do. Just wonder what could have been. Bad end 1. Wondering. Oh! I'm sad now. Oh god. What other choices did we have here? No. Wait, why not? I know what you're gonna look up. Besides, that thing's as ancient as time itself. I have my own precious photos there. Not to mention a 100,000 word document that consisted of countless sleepless nights. The document is everything from promotion names, wrestler characters, storylines, championship titles, and pay-per-view names. You've even written extensive promos. You did all that? Yes, and I'm very proud of that work. Can't afford to lose any of that if you accidentally drop my laptop and break it. What do you think I am, a puny little title? I'll have you know that I'm made out of the finest leather money can buy. Puh, whatever. I don't need your laptop to have a great time. Phrasing. Newton stomps out of the room and back into the living room. As I think about what the living room will look like in the morning, I throw my comforter on top of me and drift off to sleep. Oh, when I wake up, the sun's blinding rays. Let's see. Ah. You know, you're lucky some man dropped a new paper this morning. Otherwise, I would have stolen that laptop right under your little nose. Thank the postman for his timely delivery. Otherwise, I'm sure I would be out a laptop. That note, I need to find a hiding spot for my laptop, somewhere Newton can't get to. Yeah, that was the postman that dropped it off. I'll be sure to thank this postman with a cute little note the next time he stops by. Okay, that's simple enough. What if we say no? No, I actually want to talk to you about work. His body stiffens. Let's just skip ahead. You just throw food at the ducks. What do you want to talk about? Aw. Okay, so we just skip a little, just skip a little bonding event with Zorro by not talking about ducks. Sure? That's definitely one way to put it. I don't have the heart to hurt his feelings, so I simply agree. I know, right? I spent a lot of money on all this decor. Questioned someone for the couch because I couldn't find anything like it. How much did that cost? Money's important to me. All that matters is my happiness, and let me tell you, purchasing that couch sent me over the moon. That's awesome. I tried my best to put on my I'm super happy for you voice, but it doesn't sound convincing at all. That doesn't really change anything. Well, I suppose we have older choices to go through. Good. That's great to hear. Alright. Bad. -5 stars. Oh, no, now I feel bad. 5 stars. Now, what else can we go through here? That and one there. Well, actually... Is that what we said before? Sorry, Theo, but I can't afford to make Ronnie angrier than he already is. If I do, he might fire me. And how will I pay my bills? Of course, Ronnie, I think the Slip Zorro feud is the best thing we put out so far this year. I stopped myself from wincing. Oh, that hurt to say. That's what I was trying to tell Theo, but I refused to even listen to me. While we're on that topic, do you have the script for next week's promo written yet? Okay, so this is a but thou must. Stanky. A minger. This thing looks like it came from Poundland. What was Ronnie thinking? He probably wasn't. I sigh and put the dreadful-looking title next to me on the couch. I gotta insult Newton. Make way to the fridge. When I open it, I see exactly what I saw before. Much of nothing, save for the leftover scouse with the cabbage from last night. Grab the Tupperware that it's in. Note to self, I have to go shopping. You really do. Your fridge is as sad as my looks, apparently. Mainly jump without thinking, I turn around and throw my precious scouse at the intruder. What the hell are you doing in my house? Words are completely caught in my throat when I see what's in front of me. The title is covered in little bits of my leftovers, standing right on the couch. First you insult me, and now you cover me with your mediocre food. When will your grill at the end? My heart crashes down to my arse. I can feel my blood drain from my face. Feeling lightheaded, my surroundings are spinning like I'm on one of those nauseating carnival rides. You look like you've just seen a ghost. Is everything all right, mate? Thunk. And we black out. Opening my eyes to the white lights of my apartment, I noticed them on the hard wooden floor. Sitting up, I look at the clock on the microwave. 23:46. I got back at around 21:50, so I was out cold for almost 2 hours. 2 hours I could have spent writing. What a waste. Grabbed hold of my fridge's handle to help me get back up, which proved to be a bit of a challenge. I managed to get up, despite it still being a bit wobbly from my injury. What happened? I remember someone talking to me? Wounded intruder. Was my entire place would have been ransacked or worse. How did I end up like this? Got home, then I opened up the parcel, then looked at the title. The title. There it is, reading the paper. Oh no, I'm starting to feel lightheaded again. It's just be a dream, right? This world is going to hell, if that's all true. Oh, Prince Harry might not actually be a prince? Do tell. That's commenting on the tabloids. It has to be an incredibly vivid dream. That I must have inhaled something on my way inside. Neighbors are quite the partiers, after all. Maybe I'm actually going bonkers. Oh! Damn thing turns in my general direction. It's nice to see you back in the land of the living. I was worried about you for a second, love. I would have called for help, but you know how it is, being a title belt and all. You know, I thought up all these crazy ideas, but I forgot one other possibility. That this could all be just one big, cruel joke. Lunge the title. Unhand me! It attempts to shake out of my grasp. There has to be a tape on you or something. It's relatively similar. Are you done? The title jumps out of my hand, landing softly on the chair. First you called me ugly, and now you dare to grab me and examine me like I'm some wild beast? What's wrong with you? How do you know about Prince Harry? How can you read? How are you talking? Look, we got off on the wrong foot. I mean, you certainly have, considering the tumble you took earlier. Oh, so this thing's a sassy little shite. Even better. Ball my hands in a fist, ready to knock this thing down a peg. Alright, I think we are back into it. What else can we explore? I think most of these are just, where else would I go? There's Premier Pro Wrestling, Royal Alliance Wrestling, Intense Velocity Wrestler, Federation if you can handle all their hardcore matches. There are a ton of wrestling promotions in Liverpool, even more here in the UK. If you don't mind relocating, you could always try for something in the US. Just something to think about. I nod. She's right. There are a ton of others. But I got rejected from some of the ones she's mentioned. If I were to send in my application to them and they found out I was involved with the Slip Zorro feud, how would they react? There's no doubt in my mind that they would send me an immediate rejection email. Now, if you ever need a cheerleader to help root for you when you submit an application, let me know. I'll always be here for you. You know that. Alternatively, if you never need someone to confront Ronnie with, I'm your gal. That might end up needing us an escape vehicle. Jenna. Just talking with Jenna makes my heart feel lighter. Kidding. Unless... As nice as it sounds to finally punch Ronnie, he's not worth the charges. True. But if you ever change your mind and want to throw a couple punches at him, let me know. Amy. There you are. I've been looking everywhere for you. Alright. I need to see you and the despair is back. Okay. Our first save here. Keep quiet. I fear that some of the other riders are exuding right now. It might be best to just keep quiet before I make matters worse. Sorry, Theo. Every damn time. Theo reluctantly sits back down. Okay. Same old, same old. Play with the swirl strawberry from the cake I'm eating, rolling it around on the plate to avoid eye contact with Jenna so she doesn't see my glossy eyes. You know, same old, same old. That bad, huh? Simply nod. Amy, look. Gentle, smooth hand presses against my arm, brings a sense of comfort. I know things aren't going well with you. I could have forced you to tell me about the bullcrap you're going through, but just know that I'm always here for you. If you want to jump Ronnie and leave him stranded in Glasgow, I'll drive. I like your spirit. My mouth crooks in a smile. Thanks, Jenna. I mean it. It's just a lot, you know? Same old crap, but somehow, even though I'm dealing with the same thing every day, it somehow gets worse over time. The careers of these wrestlers, of Zorro and Slip, I'm supposed to help skyrocket them into the stars. Have their names remembered by generations to come. Instead, I'm just sitting by writing whatever Ronnie thinks is good because he believes we're still in the old days of wrestling. Where characters with no development or ones with shitty cartoonish gimmicks work. Man talk. As words fell out of my mouth, Jenna's other hand rubs my back. If I see something, I could end up walking out of these doors with a pink slip. I don't have another job lined up, so I can't afford to lose this one. But if I don't say anything? Slips and Zorro's careers could be ruined forever. It's hard to climb out of a 6-foot hole when the dirt is already waist high. So it's like, be damned if you do, be damned if you don't, you know? I know. My offer still stands with the whole jumping Ronnie thing and being your co-conspirator, by the way. Looking at Jenna, I can't help but chuckle a bit. The soft sound puts a warm smile on her face. Which I like that idea. I doubt either of us could afford jail time or deal with Ronnie's army of lawyers. Look at the lawyers, too. Jesus, Jenna. Do you want to about a true crime podcast or something? Hell yeah. I wouldn't mind it. Being on a true crime podcast could even bring more listeners to my podcast. Then I'll finally get that Audio Bowl sponsorship. And if you're in jail... First prison podcast. Two of us burst out laughing, heads turning in our direction. Our fellow crew members confused at what we're so chuffed about. But I don't care. At least, not at this moment. That's what I like to see, a smile. If you're good with a smile, Amy, you should wear it more often. Keep talking crazy, they might be stuck like this forever. I wouldn't mind that. There's promised to vouch for me if someone tried to send me to a shrink for talking all this nonsense. Amy. And here we are again. Okay. Listen, Amy, I know you were afraid to say anything when you first got here. Please say something to that lunatic. You're his favorite. Maybe he'll listen to you. You know what you're asking me of me, Theo? I lowered my voice to a whisper. Yes, but if no one else speaks up, this company is going to go down in flames. I see anyone, especially those wrestlers who work their asses off every week, lose their jobs. Neither do I, but I'll try. Can't promise anything. He sucks his teeth. This is the best answer I'll get. Well, try your damnedest, Amy. Alright. I think that's about covers everything we've got here. Yeah, well, actually, we just get shut down. Alright. Let's gonna put a nice little bow on this here. 7 stars in the Tokyo Dome. That Meltzer money, baby. Alright. Wait. We can date the title belt? Wait, what? Wait, we can date the title belt? Yes! I don't know how I skipped over that the first time. We can date the title belt in the full version. You have my attention. Let me tell you about this, Bruce. We're gonna have our protagonist. We're gonna date the title belt. We're gonna have a wedding on Monday Night Raw. And Mr. Banana's gonna come out and object to the proceedings. And he's gonna throw banana cream pies in everyone's face. And the fans are gonna pop, damn it. You don't like what you like. You like what I tell you to like, damn it. I'm telling you, it's gotta be ratings. I gotta beat the pants off that outlaw mud show. I'm sorry, I had to have a laugh there. Newton is a very charming title belt. Alright. We're gonna end off here. Winning Hearts. The Wrestling Otome. Definitely keep your eyes out for this one when it comes around. It promises more wrestling action. More character-driven wrestling action. Both sides of this feud are intriguing. Obviously, we have the overarching goal of getting the feud over one way or another. And both sides of this feud present interesting dilemmas. On one hand, we gotta come up with a way to get Zorro over. He's a fantastic wrestler. He's extremely talented in the ring, but Ronnie won't let him talk. As a result, won't let him show any character. And it seems like he's got quite the gentle heart, friend to all animals. Kind, gentle, protective side to him. Which is really charming. I'm curious to see if our main character's initial ideas are going to get kind of balanced out and compromised here in a way that's going to work out. Like, just my own experiences. We don't need to completely revamp Zorro's look, per se. That's obviously going to be a sticking point with Zorro, who's recognized in Mexico as well. Who has a history and a well-defined character who's recognized in Mexico at the, I forget the name of the promotion in this universe, but essentially the CMLL equivalent. Who's so over in Mexico that it's even recognized in Liverpool for his work in Mexico. And it's pretty much acknowledged that he's being wasted here in Liverpool, in FGW. So, we essentially got a few weeks of shows to give him a chance to actually express his character. Because he could be a kind-hearted, top-tier babyface of the promotion if they let him talk. Slip's dilemma is equally interesting for a completely different reason. Slips, the new guy, has raw talent, but getting his first big break in a major promotion, and with that, he doesn't have the will, the confidence in himself, and or the tenure to stand up for himself to creative, aka Ronnie. So as a result, this is his first big break. Zachary doesn't want to blow it by throwing a strop, being branded as difficult by objecting to what he's been given by creative. So he's going to take this gimmick, this banana lover gimmick, and he's going to try and roll with it. He's going to try and throw himself 110% into this terrible gimmick to try and get it over. Which is painful to see. It's obvious he hates it, but he doesn't want to blow his first chance. He doesn't want it getting out that he doesn't like it, because probably afraid that if Ronnie finds out that he doesn't like it, that's just another excuse for Ronnie to kick him to the curb. And then boom, he's blown his first major chance with a big wrestling promotion. He's trying. He's been set up to fail by Ronnie. So how do we turn him around in a way that will get that gimmick over? I would say arguably you perfect world, you could throw out the banana gimmick. Use the fact that he's actually allergic to bananas as a linchpin. I would say, I'm tired of this banana nonsense. Tired of the stupid puns, the bad jokes. This isn't about any of that. This is about the FGW World Title. I'm gonna beat your ass, Zorro. Just the fact that he's allergic to bananas is enough of a linchpin to kick the banana gimmick to the curb. But then again, that would be just a straight up shift in character that blames the creative. Which would be our main character throwing herself under the bus if she pencils him in to do that. And he obviously doesn't want to give it up. So, are we going to find a compromise that lets him keep the bananas in some way? And just kind of tone down that aspect of his character? Give him some other character foibles which can actually resonate with the crowd? Or is Zachary's storyline going to be get him to realize that the banana gimmick is a stupid idea from bad creative, Ronnie, and give him the confidence he needs to stand up for himself, and to tell Ronnie to piss off? Feels like whatever happens, whatever path we take, it's gonna be come down to our main character and our route hero confronting Ronnie together at some point. Getting him to see the error of his ways. Or just... if Ronnie is anything like the Mac who's based on, might earn Ronnie's respect by just standing up to him. Standing their ground on something. You never know. We'll see. Well, in case it wasn't clear by how much I was getting into the various aspects of it, I really enjoyed this. I'm looking forward to the full version of this. I hope you do too. Because this is a charming bit of fun. A charming... surface level introduction to the realities of the world of professional wrestling. The dilemmas in here are very real. Probably I was gonna say, probably some aspects of the business are exaggerated a bit to fit in with the style of the game we're going for here, but all the dilemmas presented with creative talents dealing with creative are very believable. Stuff you can absolutely draw real parallels to in the real wrestling world. Yeah, enough of me rambling. I really enjoyed this. I'm looking forward to more. And we will see down the line. We'll be cheering on, winning hearts. Until next time. Until then, thanks for watching.